And we are live. Good morning, everybody. It's your favorite truck driver, ex-truck driver in the whole wide world. Come on, ding, damn it. Ding. This thing always goes bing. Bitcoin Bands live. Bing. Oh, now you're going to be a plucker. Look at that. When you want it to bing, it don't bing. When you don't want it to bing, there we go. Siri's little sister. Damn technology. Good stuff. Good morning, everyone. Hope you're having a great day. And yes, I am wearing my Crypto Kitty Viking shirt today in honor of me going back to Florida. It's a little chilly here. I have nothing against cold weather, except I hate it. So, there's that. Now, today's show is specifically directed at the utter dipshits in mainstream media. They are so clueless about everything economic. They are so unplugged from reality. Do me a favor. Watch Bloomberg surveillance one morning. I watch it every morning. It's like watching a bunch of clowns argue over the circus. That's what it is. Because they bring on experts in the finance system. And then you listen to them all lie to each other. You listen to them argue over the lies that they're told. Not that they're lies, but that the numbers they're given. Well, what do you think about the inflation rate out of from the government? What do you think about the P&L out of Monsanto? What do you think? They're full-fledged, like they're getting accurate information. They're like, well, the CPI is blah, blah, blah. And blah, 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 blah. You guys are talking about something seriously that is absolutely a made-up number. It's like if I got on here and I said, okay, guys, the Bitcoin's at $150,000 per Bitcoin. And I told you that. And then we all talked about how amazing it is that Bitcoin's at $150,000. Like it was true. How stupid would that be? It'd be stupid because there'd be no point. What would the point of the show be? That we all live in fantasy land? That we're all like, oh, look at us. We're making money over here. We're just tons of rich. On today's episode of Bloomberg Circus, that's what I'm going to start calling it. Not Bloomberg Surveillance, Bloomberg Circus. On today's episode, they were pondering, why hasn't Bitcoin dropped more? Why do these people not sell all their Bitcoin? Well, dipshit, let me tell you, it's because we know that holding more Bitcoin is better than holding more dollars. See, you dipshits, you guys are like, why don't they sell their Bitcoin and get them some of those yummy dollars? Because your dollar's garbage. You're asking us, why aren't you selling a good currency for a bad currency? Why are you getting into a lifeboat when there's a perfectly good Titanic with a hole in it? Because you guys at Bloomberg Circus, you're living in a fantasy land. Not only economically, but politically, economically. You even live in a fantasy of global climate. You wake up in the morning honestly believing that humans are raising the temperature of the earth. When you could put all of the humans on the planet in one county of Texas. You know how big the earth is? That's the equivalent of having a group of fleas on a dog's tail and saying, oh, the dog's got a fever because it's got a group of fleas on its tail. You guys live in a fantasy world where you look at a dollar bill and you see gold. We look at a dollar bill and we see toilet paper. And you wonder, gee, Mr. Bitcoin Ben, why did you open a silver company? Because it's real money. It's been real money for thousands of years. Hey, Bitcoin Ben, why do you keep every week buying more Bitcoin? Because it's a solid currency. Yeah, but you can't get as much toilet paper, US dollar, as you could a month ago for it. Oh, yeah, well, I'm not looking to buy toilet paper. I'm not looking to buy US dollars. Because when you sell your Bitcoin, you are purchasing dollars. That makes absolutely no sense to me. Why would you sell a good currency for a bad currency? That's like selling the dollar to get Venezuelan money. Why don't you take all of your US dollars and buy some Venezuelan dollars? Think how many Venezuelan dollars you'll have. Oh my gosh. You'll have millions of Venezuelan dollars. But they're worthless and going down fast. But yet they talk about the dollar. Look at the dollar strength. Yeah, let's take a look at it. Most people I know, they take whatever dollars they get and they try to get rid of them as fast as, what do you think inflation is? People are trying to get rid of dollars and get assets before more inflation hits. That's what's pushing the inflation. We know that meat is going to cost more in a month than it does right now. Well, then I'm going to sell my dollars and get some frozen meat. You're not taking your dollars and actually buying meat. You're selling your dollars for the meat. You have to look at things completely different, folks. In this economy, in an inflationary environment, you don't look at it as purchasing meat. You look at it as selling dollars. We have a question from Michael. Hey, Ben, how much is a turkey in Florida? You know, I don't know, but I got a neighbor who's pretty much a turkey, and I don't know how much he's going for nowadays. I'd say maybe $25 an hour. I get what you're saying. I don't know how much a turkey is, but I can remember going to Schnucks here in Missouri. And if you spent over $50 in groceries, that you got your turkey for like, what was it, like 50 cents a pound or something low, where you get a decent sized turkey for like 15, maybe $20. And that was a big turkey. See, side note, I'm a big turkey type of guy. I'm the guy that you see at the grocery store digging through the turkeys, looking for the fattest plucker. I want a turkey so big it barely fits its fat ass in my oven. I want the chubbiest turkey I can find. You know why? Because I love leftovers. I'm going to get emotional. I love Thanksgiving leftovers. If somebody told me, all right, Ben, you've got a choice. Your wife or Thanksgiving leftovers, it would be a conundrum. That's how much I love Thanksgiving leftovers. You haven't lived until you've microwaved 3 chunky breast slices of turkey, some mashed potatoes and gravy, some stuffing, then pulled them out. Oh, don't forget the broccoli with cheese. Pulled them out. Sat at your table and had the day after turkey meal. And then, after you've eaten that delicious plate of God-given goodness, you see it across the kitchen. There it is in the refrigerator, the pumpkin pie. The yearly treasure that appears magically in the refrigerator. I eat pumpkin pie like it's a slice of pizza. I hold it and I eat it like this. And I don't want no whipped cream on it. People who put whipped cream on pumpkin pie, why? Is the pumpkin pie not good enough for you? Why ruin it with some fluffy, whatever the hell that's made out of? That's not natural. Pumpkin pie. See, what most people don't understand, and this is why some things in the Bible you cannot take seriously. People say God rested on the seventh day. I don't buy it. He made pumpkin pie and sat it on the windowsill of his beautiful condo up in heaven. And he said, "Here goeth the pumpkin pie." And the people looked and it was good. Did someone say carrot pie? Oh, get your ass out of here. Don't nobody want no damn carrot pie. Carrot pie. I'm blocking that person. Who is that? Light shadow? Get out of here. Carrot pie. Okay, back to cryptos. Nobody wants their dollar. People are trying to get rid. Don't throw in no pecan pie either. There is no pie higher than pumpkin pie. Pumpkin pie is the emperor of the pie world. You may have some vice president pies, but we're talking pumpkin pie is at the top of the pie pyramid. Let's all just get that straight. Now this I agree with. We have from Mr. or Mrs., not assuming genders here, BR549. Reading the Bible, you know the good Lord loved barbecue. Amen. Amen. Can I get an amen from the cheap seats? Hang on a second. We're good. So, people say, Ben, or no, Bloomberg Circus says, Ben, well, they don't say Ben. Well, they say Ben, but usually not towards me. Why isn't Bitcoin going down? Because there's a whole other world that you dipshits don't even, their crypto experts are the people that we call the retards of crypto. The people that they turn to. Now, for a word on crypto, we're going to the least educated person on crypto on Twitter that we could find. I've seen people on there, and this is not exaggerating. I've seen people on there that they're asking crypto questions to. And these people write BIT space coin. Like it's two freaking words. And yet, these are the dipshits that Bloomberg Circus is bringing out. And it amazes me. They'll go, now for more on Bitcoin. Somebody who absolutely hates Bitcoin. Bob, what do you say? Bitcoin bad. That's it, Bob. Thanks for helping. That's like if they had me on and said, hey, Bitcoin Ben, tell us how much you value the dollar. I don't. All right, Ben, thanks for contributing. Oh, no. No. Don't be throwing out this cranberry stuff. Love cranberry sauce with turkey and dressing. I even put it on my Monte Cristo. What the hell is Monte Cristo? Is that like a wine? I don't know. They're talking crazy in the chat now. All right, folks, let's get real. Cranberry sauce is not sauce. It's gelatin. Can we all agree? There ain't nothing saucy about cranberry sauce. Am I right? When you open up a can of cranberry sauce and you flip it over and it out of the can, do you know any other sauce that? No. Right? Your spaghetti sauce, when you pour it out of the jar, or you make it and you pour it on your noodles, does it go? Nope. You know why? Because it's sauce. Cranberry sauce is not sauce. I gotta keep you guys real. I gotta keep you guys in reality here. That's my job. Oh, we got somebody saying, all right, Kay Wessels says, you need to try my mom's cranberry salad. Better than pumpkin pie. Honey, that's psychological. When you eat your mother's cranberry salad, what you are tasting is the flavor of a memory that you cherish. That's what you're tasting. My mom used to make what's called junk stew. We were poor. Whatever was in the refrigerator went into the junk stew. I love junk stew. It makes every other person who eats it vomit. But I love it because of the memory that I've attached to it. It's not the flavor. That's the truth right there. We got Bonnie. Okay, Ben, we're drawing the line at cranberry sauce. Just back away. We got people ready to pull out blades for cranberry sauce. They will go down with the cranberry ship. See? Oh, that's got to be a joke. Brussels sprout sauce? No, that's not a real thing. Let's be serious, folks. Right? But the reason, hang on a second. Time for a word from the sponsor. For those of you who watched the 3-hour video last night on silver, and we watched part of The Birth of a Nation. The new Liberty laptop and the crypto laptop that we offer at CALIX, the Liberty laptop, the reason we created or the reason we're putting it out is because as we move on, you guys are going to start to recognize that the censorship is not just online. The censorship is centered in your device. It is preloaded with censorship software. Google and these browsers and these operating systems are programmed to censor your experience online and to delegate and hand out personal information to the people that produce the software on your laptop. What the Liberty laptop helps you do is learn to keep your online sovereignty, right? To keep your online sovereignty and to retrain your brain and your muscle memory so that you can shop at Amazon, shop at Walmart.com, shop at Target.com on your Liberty laptop without leaving breadcrumbs of who you are and where you live and what credit cards you got and what's your credit score. And we load it with software and information on how to eliminate yourself from the internet. It's called Right to be Forgotten. See, a lot of people have forgotten about Right to be Forgotten. But the Liberty laptop allows you to do it yourself. All the information's there. Or to hire a company that we recommend on the laptop to do it for you. So here, let me run the ad real quick for our sponsor, CALIX Solutions.
Are you buying and selling cryptos on the same laptop that you're using to browse the internet, read your email, and visit social media sites? If so, you're exposing your cryptos to theft. Whenever you're online, you're at risk of getting hacked and having your identity stolen. How would you feel if someone stole all of your cryptos? What would that do to your finances? Guard your cryptos with a safe and secure laptop from CALIX Solutions. Each laptop is set up just for you and your cryptos, and then we walk you through exactly how it works. Don't risk the security of your cryptos. Order a crypto laptop from CALIX Solutions now to secure your crypto future. Learn more at calixsolutions.io.
All right, and we're back. Now, this is a great question. What's up, Zachary? Zachary is a good friend of mine. He's one of the only people that have ever seen the inside of my RV. Drove up to his house up in Colorado. If this is the Zach I'm thinking about, it might be a different Zach, but I'm pretty sure. Hey, Zach, is this you? All right. Beautiful up in Colorado, by the way. Beautiful. And his son, my daughter is still in love with his son. I sent her a picture because this kid walks on, right? Oh, I'm sorry. Wrong Zach. Oh, okay. Never mind. Then I'm not answering your question, Jack. Zach, pluck you. No. All right. Hey, Ben, what's your thought on crypto regulations? My view, cryptos don't need the regulation. It's the exchanges. Zach, you basically asked the wrong person the right question. My thoughts on crypto regulation is crypto don't need no regulation. My thoughts on exchanges regulations, no, exchanges don't need regulations. Exchanges need earned reputation. That's what exchanges need. I don't want regulators see, this is our problem. We think, oh, you know what we need? We need some good regulators. Give me one entity in the federal government where the regulators actually give a shit about what's good for us. I'll wait. Yeah, see, this is the illusion. We think that there's some regulator wearing a bright red fucking cape that is gonna sweep in and say, I shall protect you from bad doers. No. See, regulators are to make sure that the system survives. See, you ever heard or have you ever seen the movie, God, what was it? Early 90s. Regulators mount up. It was like a Western, but it was like a modern Western. Help me out, folks. It had like a bunch of famous you know what I'm talking about. It had like all of the what was it? Well, I think it was Young Guns. Yes, Young Guns. Regulators mount up, which happens to be one of my wife's favorite songs. Is the regulators, and they told you during the movie, regulators, we're here to make sure that they don't mess with the cattle, that they don't mess with the boss's system. See, they're not really here to protect the cattle. They're here to make sure that the fences hold up. Oh, we got a hole in the fence. The fence is the system. My friends, regulators are just manipulators with a different name. They give you a false sense of security. Every Second Amendment person knows this. When you dial 911, you're not calling the cops. You're calling the gun that the cop has on his waist or her waist. But if you've got your own, you're not reaching for the phone. You're reaching for your own stuff. And you're going to take care of business. And the person who broke into your house, the bad exchange, is going to get regulated with instant karma. See, we don't rely enough on instant karma anymore. When I was in high school, instant karma. You said the wrong thing to the wrong person, you got your ass whooped. And that was called instant karma. See, I can remember back in the early 90s, or actually late 80s, when my friend John introduced me to what was called a bulletin board. It was my first exposure to the internet. The bulletin board was called Frogger. And it was basically just a chat room. And as I'm sitting there looking at this thing, my brain exploded into futurist mode. And I told my buddy John, this is going to evolve. And eventually, you won't be able to lie anymore. You won't be able to hide anymore. That anonymity and criminal actions are not going to be able to be done anymore, because everything will be digitized and everything will be recorded and everything will be documented somewhere. You know why I do live shows? Let me tell you a little secret of the Bitcoin Ben Show. The reason I do live shows is it keeps me humble. It keeps my mind right. Because if you're doing a live show and you aren't recording it and polishing it and putting out this image of, oh, hi, this is Bitcoin Ben. Wait, let's edit that. I want to say it a little bit differently so I can manipulate my audience's perception of me. Because that's what editing is. It's taking what really happened and trying to make it look like it naturally happened. No. I wanted a show that was just me. If you like the show, like and subscribe. If you don't, use your freedom finger and tell me to pluck off. I'm okay with either one. But I knew I had to be honestly me, or else it would never work. We have too many polished turds out there that are pieces of shit, but we think are reputable because we see the polished turd. See, I don't want polished. I don't want protected. I don't want shiny. I want real. That's what I want. It's why, now, disagree with me or not, you can love Trump or you can hate Trump. But it's one of the reasons that I love Trump. Trump's Trump. He doesn't apologize for jack shit. And neither do I. Well, Ben, you said such and such. Yes, I did. I want an apology. Fuck off. If I said it, odds are 99.9% I meant it. Or it was said in jest. See, what we need is more reality live shows. We don't need more polished shows. You know why people loved Johnny Carson? Because Johnny Carson was Johnny Carson. Have you watched some of his old shows? They are freaking hilarious because he was an expert at timing. He could slip in a natural sexual suggestion with just a raise of the eyebrow. Or he could make you laugh with a pause. That is talent. When you can make someone laugh with a pause and just the right, you know what I'm thinking? That's talent. And it's true talent. It isn't this. You know how many musicians nowadays actually use their real voice when singing? That's why me and my wife and everyone, well, you know, Patrick, he's still listening to songs from the 1700s in Latin. You haven't lived until you've heard Led Zeppelin in Latin. Yeah. In the old days, you had to be able to sing to be a singer. You had to be able to play guitar to be a guitarist. You had to be able to play drums to play drums. Now it's all computers. Do you know the popular thing now is DJ concerts? It's people playing digital music as a concert. And I literally went online. Oh my God, don't get me started. I'm telling you, Bonnie, you are right as rain. You haven't laughed until you've seen a Johnny Carson and a Betty White episode. Oh my God, those two together, you'd be crying. You'd be laughing so hard. Betty White was such a talented comedian, naturally. She was amazing. I digress. I just wanted to point out that you were accurate. Now, what the hell was I talking about? Oh, these concerts. I watched one. All it is a person playing someone else's music in a certain way, and then just doing this. And there's 25,000 people out in the audience. I'm watching this and I'm going, this is a concert? This is a concert? This is 1975 radio. Someone playing an album and then transitioning to another song on another album. That was AM radio in the 50s and 60s. Not yet, Zach. Not yet. But I'm looking at them. I have 3 garages. I'm gonna need another garage for my golf cart because I got my van, which is my Bitcoin bin van. I got the Corvette, and then I got my wife's car. She drives a Nissan Armada. I think we might have to get rid of the Armada to get the golf cart. I'm just saying. The store's not that far away from our house. She could take the golf cart. Okay, we got about a minute left. Everybody, and sorry guys, no show tomorrow. I'll be driving back home to Florida. So unless I drive all day and night to, I'm going to leave that open. If I get home before midnight tonight or 1 o'clock tonight, I'll probably have a show tomorrow morning. All right? Now, something I need you guys to do real quick. All right? I need you to accept something. We're at war, guys. We're at war. You guys watching, if you watched X-22 last night, he's right. We all have to sacrifice for freedom. You gotta pick a side and you have to fight for your freedom. I'm not talking physical. I'm talking you have to get out there and get your voice heard. And if you don't want to talk, get my voice heard. Get X-22 voices heard. Get Trump speeches heard. Get DeSantis speeches heard. I don't care who you vote for. Share content. Get it out there. We've got to fight to win. No one's coming to save us, folks. George Washington didn't look out at America and go, hope somebody comes soon. We sure could, I wish somebody would do something. No, George Washington did it. Love you guys. Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow, maybe. Love you. Oh, and check out last night's video on Patreon. You'll love it. Bye-bye. Join Patreon under here.